Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello everybody. Let's start our lesson today, which is 4C, what went wrong. The first exercise is a discussion to warm up. Which of the following do you think would finish or ruin a holiday? Can you think of anything else? And can missing a flight ruin your holiday? Waiting for a delayed train, forgetting your passport, losing your suitcases, car breaking down, getting sunburned, running out of money, packing the wrong clothes. About myself, if I forgot my passport, my holiday will finish, and so on. What about you? Choose which of the following do you think would ruin a holiday. About myself again, if I forgot my passport, I would ruin holiday. What about you? Next one. Look at the picture and the subject of Jason Badger's blog. Why do you think his holiday went wrong? Listen, read, and check your answer. Let's listen together.
4C. What went wrong? 2. Read. A. Look at the picture and the subject of Jason Partridge's blog. Why do you think his holiday went wrong? Listen, read, and check your answers.
Subject: A Nightmare Mini Holiday by Jason Partridge. Date: 14th of August. Location: home. Well, I thought this would be the best holiday, but unfortunately, I've just come back from the shortest cruise ever. From the moment we arrived at the port, we knew it wasn't going to be our dream holiday. The first thing I noticed was that most of the people boarding the ship weren't my age. Secondly, the ship looked a lot less luxurious than it did in the brochure. But the real shock came when we were shown to our cabin. It was tiny. The beds were uncomfortable and it had no windows. So, my dad went to reception to try to get us a better one. But unfortunately, all the cabins were full, so it was impossible for them to do anything. Then things got worse. It was time for the ship to sail when there was an announcement about a 2-hour delay. Of course, there were many dissatisfied passengers. The crew asked us all to be patient, stay on board and enjoy our lunch. But the service was terrible. They were so disorganized, it took us an hour to get our lunch, and it was completely tasteless. After that, we went back to the cabin. My brother wanted to have a shower, but there was no water. So he called reception to find out what the problem was. It seems that they were having trouble with the water supply. We finally left port, but things didn't improve. We hardly got any sleep that night, and the next day, when the ship made its first stop, we got off along with most of the other passengers, and we never went back. As I'm writing this, my dad is writing a letter of complaint to the travel agency, asking for our money back.
Now let's answer the question. The first one, after you read it. When did Jason and his family first realize that their holiday was going to turn out badly? And when they arrived at the port. What happened when they saw their cabin? Jason's dad went to a reception to try to get a better one. Why didn't Jason and his family enjoy their lunch? Because they had to wait for an hour before they could eat and the food was tasteless. Why did they call reception? Because Jason's brother wanted to have a shower, but there was no water. How did they end their cruise? The next day they got off the ship and never went back. Okay, next exercise. Here we're going to speak of vocabulary from the opposites of the words. Form the opposites of the words in the box and complete the table. Then listen and check your answers. Here we have some adjective: happy, like, or verb. Polite, agree, possible, comfortable, pleasant, organized, healthy, appear, patient, successful, satisfied. Some adjective and, some verb this or adjective at the same time. I am plus add to give the opposite. We have the word unhappy, the opposite of happy. Uncomfortable, the opposite of comfortable. Unpleasant, unhealthy, unsuccessful. What about some verb and that? This, dislike, disagree, disorganized, disappear, dissatisfied. About I am adjective: impolite, impossible, impatient. This, recollect, negative prefix because it gives the opposite of the verbs or adjectives.